Hello, everyone. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about our games when they're not over until they're really over. So, what do I mean with this? I played in a tournament this weekend, and it was a blitz tournament. I already had 3.5 points out of 4 rounds. I played pawn to e4. My opponent played the Sicilian defense. Winning this game would mean that I have 4.5 out of 5. There are 7 rounds, so I was almost sure I was gonna guarantee to be in the top three after winning this game. So I played here the close Sicilian. I like to play the close Sicilian because then it means that you don't have to study a lot of and remember a lot of lines in the open Sicilian. So my opponent played knight to c6 and the normal moves here, bishop to g7. And here I played pawn to d3. My opponent played e6, which is a very normal move in the close Sicilian. I played bishop to e3 and pawn to d6. Here, I played queen to d2. I'm very familiar with this position because I've played it too many times. And here there are different options for this. My opponent played the knight to e7. Now, of course, there are other lines where you delay the development of the knight on g8 so that you don't have different trading so early on in the game. So my opponent played knight to e7, which I was very happy. And I played bishop to h6. And my opponent castled, allowing me to start a very fast attack on the king side, pawn to h4. Now, after this, again, my opponent played pawn to d5, allowing me to play pawn to h5, and I already have a very comfortable attack, and I was playing very fast. My opponent is thinking in a blitz game. I was already very happy in this game. Here, my opponent captured, I captured, and captured on g6. Here, capturing with this pawn would mean that when I check, the king is moving to f6, and it's going to be in the middle of the chessboard, and I'm attacking the king. So here, my opponent decided to capture with the f7 pawn, and I checked and already won pawn in the beginning from the beginning of the game. And my opponent's king is not safe, stuck in the middle of the chessboard. And still, I captured with my bishop, and I want to capture on g6 as well. So here, my opponent played knight to e5, trying to defend something. I played pawn to f4, and the knight moved back to f7. Here, I captured on g6. And I knew one thing for sure, that I always have to keep an eye on rook to h8 because that's the only trick that my opponent can try. But of course, playing this move now is not okay because and I can just capture that rook. So my opponent tried to do something with the queen, but nothing is possible here because everything is dependent on my side of the chessboard. Of course, it's a disadvantage that right now I cannot cancel, but it's totally fine. I have a huge advantage here in this position, having two extra pawns and a very good attack. My position was absolutely good. My opponent had time trouble, and for me, in my mind, this is I can just play anything, and I'm winning this game. So I started losing focus and just playing any move that comes to mind. So without calculating much. And then my opponent played a knight to f5, trying again to defend against my threats, which were knight f6, knight to d6. And here I checked, and I could have just continued by attacking the queen, maybe, or just play any move. And here, with fast, I captured the knight that's on f5. And my opponent here, I was considering that if they capture, I'm gonna check. If they capture with the king, I can check the king from g6. Something, anything is okay in this position for me. Even if I have anything with two extra pawns, it's a really easy win. Uh, so okay, and this is it. I totally forgot. The only thing that I was taking care, being careful about, which was with weight. So my opponent played with Egypt, and I was very shocked. And I was thinking, how did I allow such a move? For all the time, I was making sure that I take care that this doesn't happen. And and in this state, I was considering that this game is lost. Okay, I just ruined an absolutely winning game. But I was not considering that here, if we put this on a computer, this is still a big advantage for white, but the shocking effect. I was not being objective in this game. I considered it also for, I could have just captured and continued by attacking the queen. It was going to be a very good game for white, this one. Big advantage for white. But instead, I played check. I was just playing any moves because of my disappointment of myself and captured. And here, of course, my opponent played king to g7. Even in this position, if I play check and bishop to e4, it's still a very normal position to play and with equal chances at least, and slight advantage for white still, because I have enough compensation for the queen. And but still, in my mind, this game I had already lost it in my mind, so it was not really happening on the chessboard. Now, when I was winning, it wasn't happening on the chessboard. When I was after the unexpected move, thinking that I'm losing, and it's not happening on the chessboard. So it's okay. I was just playing any moves here, and my opponent, of course, captured the bishop, and there was no way for me to defend the knight as well because now the when the bishop moves, it's rocking into the state, and I'm losing. And I just resigned after a couple of moves. So we can learn from this game that we should stay focused until the game is over, even if we have the disadvantage in our games. Okay, and also if we see an unexpected move on the chessboard, we shouldn't allow it to affect us, and we should stay objective and try to play on the chessboard, whatever position we have. Try to do the best in every position we have.